Hello, friends. I'm Bernard Watts. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment right here by the ways of YouTube. I want to thank all of you from in the past for watching my broadcast and hitting the like button, and always to the ones who have subscribed to my platform. I really appreciate each and one of you, and to all the business that have advertised and sponsored my show. I said thank you to each and one of you also for doing that. And if you have left a message by the way of email or down in the chat, I appreciate you for being active down there and leaving me messages down in the chat also. I appreciate each and one of you. I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I really do. All right. Hey, message down in the chat broadcast also. I appreciate each and one of you. I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I really do. Uh, like I say, tonight, I want to talk about that's 5 transfers of Coach Prime and the Colorado football team that I think will have a major impact on this team, and I think they will be stars. Total 5 of them. If you listen, if you watch the replay, put it down in the chat. Let me know 5 players off Colorado you think has the potential to start this year for Coach Prime and his Colorado Buffalo football team. You draft for me? What's up, Yahweh? Appreciate you, man. Hey, so long to you, my brother. Appreciate you for always tuning in and always leaving me a positive message, man. I appreciate you. I really do. All right. Hey, let's get down to business. I won't hold you long. I understand it's a Saturday night and people got a lot of things to do. But I just want to stop by here to let you know Colorado, top 5 players that I think, it's just my opinion, I think got a chance of starting for Colorado this year. Right? All right. The first player, I done talked about this player before. I think he's a impact player, and I think he's gonna make a difference for Colorado this year. I really do. Yes, appreciate y'all. Yeah, I really do. That's Lajante Webster. He's a slot receiver. Uh, I think he's good at what he do. And if you pay attention to reach the people, media and well-off media, you can see Lajante Webster is coaching up the rest of the receivers. Those young receivers, he's showing them the way, he's teaching them technique, and he's being a leader in the wide receiver group because this is his 4th year, right? Well, let me tell you about Lajante Pass. He went to FAU, that's Florida Atlantic University, right? All right. This is his stats for 1 year. What's up, Tim? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. All right. Lajante Webster, he caught 108 passes along with almost 1,200 yards and 8 TDs. 8 TDs last year at FAU. What's up, Miss Johnson? How you doing? Appreciate you. Thank you. Elijah Watson, what's up, man? What's going on? So that's the stat he put up. Now listen at the stats that he put up in the past for FAU, right? I got it up on the website. I put it up. In 2022, the season, he had 62 receptions, 719 receiving yards, and 8 TDs. He was named honorable mentions at C United States for both wide receiver and punter. Yeah, punt return. That's what they should have said. He was a punt returner and wide receiver, right? Then in 2021, he finished with 67 receptions, 702 yards. That's receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. Now check this out. In his first season, he ended up with 17 receptions, 114 yards, and only 1 TD. You can tell the progress and the growth that he has demonstrated as a wide receiver in college football. If you look at his freshman year, his sophomore year, his junior year, these are the stats this guy has pulled up. He put it up. Like I say, in 2022, uh, 62 reception yards, 719 yards, and 8 TDs. And 8 TDs. And in 2023, Last year, these are the stats that he put up now. Listen at the numbers. He caught 108 passes. 108 passes. And he caught almost 1,200 reception yards, right? The actual number is 1,168 passing yards and a total of 8 TDs. 8 TDs. Lajante Webster is that guy. He's that guy, y'all. I'm telling you, you got to keep an eye on Lajante Webster. I think he has, matter of fact, it ain't no has, he will be a starter at the wide receiver position for Coach Prime and Colorado. He will. That's Lajante Webster. Pencil him, man. He's my #1 player on the list that I think that's going to be and have an impact for Colorado this year. Once again, if you look at the spring game, you look at the practice that they did so far, you look to see how he come out of his breaks, you look at his route running. This guy is a technician. And the main part that I like is leadership ability. He teaching the young guys, Baby T.O. You see him out there working with Baby T.O. You seen him working with Traylon Miller. You see him working with Cam Michael. He telling these guys how to run a route, how to come out of a route. When him and Shadur went off to Texas on that, he took all his receivers out. He was out there telling them how to run a route. That's leadership. He teaching them what he have learned in his college football career so far. And I like that. I like that. And that's going to pay dividends to those other receivers, and it's going to help them along the way. I'm telling you, Lajante Webster is that guy. And I'm predicting right now he will be the leading receiver yard for his yardage for Colorado this year. He played that slot position. I don't think there's a defensive back or a nickel back in college football one-on-one that can check him, that can shut him down, that can guard him. I just don't, y'all. If you look at the film work, if you look at his repetition that he putting out there on film, if you look at his feet work, he know how to come off the line of scrimmage with his hands. He got the strength. He got the strength to get a DB off of him. This dude is a technician at wide receiver in college football. I've never seen anything like that. I'm serious. I promise you. Even though Travis Hunter is going to be a good wide receiver for Colorado, Lajante Webster going to be Shadur go-to guy. Third and short, he's going to be looking for. He's going to be looking for Lajante because Lajante know how to get off the ball off the line of scrimmage. Hey, if you tune in now, if you don't mind, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it if you do. If y'all don't mind. I appreciate it. Lajante Webster is that guy. He's that guy. Know how to get off the line of scrimmage, know how to use his hand, when not to use his hand. And I'm telling you, he always come back to the football if you watch. If you watch the videos and watch his technique and watch him closely, he always come back to the football. And that's a #1 quarterback friend when a receiver come back to the ball. So he won't be able to throw an interception. That gives the quarterback confidence to throw the ball to you. Don't no quarterback want an interception on their record. And sometimes when a quarterback throws an interception, it ain't on the quarterback. Sometimes it's on the wide receivers because the wide receiver, #1, sometimes don't run the right play, don't get the right depth, and it don't come back to the football. Don't come back to the football. A wide receiver must come back to the football. And if you look at Lajante Webster's videos, all the videos that he got on him, he always come back to the football. And #1, he got good hands. He got good ball control. He know how to control. He know how to control his whole body, especially coming out of the break. Especially coming out of the break. He know how to break it down. He know how to cut. He know how to do everything. He know when to crank up his speed. He know how to accelerate everything. He got it all. He got the full package. And I'm telling you, I'm putting the Big 12 on notice right now. Lajante Webster is going to be hard to deal with. He's going to be hard to deal with. I don't see nobody on this schedule for Colorado at the defensive back gonna be able to hold him one on one. They're gonna have to put a man on him and jab him and put a safety over the top. They're gonna have to, and that's when the other players gonna come in and hurt you. That's why I keep trying to tell everybody, listen to me. Colorado got too many weapons this year. Matchup is gonna be a problem for the players, for the teams that play in Colorado. It's the matchup problem. Anytime you can throw Will Shepard, Lajante Wester, Baby T.O., you can even throw Omarion Miller. Also, you got Jimmy Horn Jr. It's going to be a matchup problem for the opposition that play Colorado. It just is. It just is. If you know football, if you watch football, hey, no team that got four defensive backs can cover these guys one on one. When you look at Jimmy Horn Jr., he looked like he's healthy. And that's the main thing. He was going through a groin injury last year. But if you look at him now and you look at the speed that this dude don't accumulate, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem if he can just hold on and catch the ball. Gonna be a problem. Gonna be a problem. Gonna be a problem. I'm telling y'all, Colorado gonna cause some matchup problems for the teams in their conference and on their schedule on the offensive side of the ball. Lajante Wester is going to be the number one wide receiver for his yardage wise at the end of the season. That's my prediction, and I'm going to stand on it. I stand on it right now. All right. Hey, remember, he started the season in 2022 with only 62 receptions, 719 yards, right, and 8 TDs. He got an honorable mention in receiving and punt return. 2021, LeJohntay Webster, 65 receptions, 702 receiving yards. His first season as a freshman, 17 receptions, 114 receiving yards, and only one TD. If you look at the steps that he had went through every year, and you see how he had progress, you know this dude a winner. He's a winner. And if you look at the stats that he did last year in 2023, it'll let you know that LeJohntay Webster is the man coming in this year. He ain't coming in as a freshman. He ain't coming in as a sophomore or a junior. This dude is coming in as a legit, bona fide, experienced wide receiver for Colorado. And he's bringing leadership. He done displayed it. He done shown it. It's on film. And I see it every time well off video, reach the people video, show the wide receiver group. He always telling the youngsters, wide receiver, how to come out of route, how to run a route. And that's a positive thing for Colorado this year because I just didn't see that leadership wise or the team last year. Now, he's one of the players that I think they're going to have a major impact and going to start for Colorado this year. Now, the second person that I think going to start, let me pull up his stats. The second person I think going to start for Colorado this year. And that player is BJ Green. BJ Green, I think, Arizona State will be a starter for Colorado this year. And I think he's going to have a major impact on the team on the defensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, BJ Green going to cause some problems for some people. He really is. And if you looking at, like I say, the videos that they putting out, in the one-on-ones, couldn't nobody block this dude cutting off the edge. Couldn't nobody block BJ Green. He's 6'1". This dude at 280 pounds. And I'm telling you, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. This dude got a chip on his shoulder. You don't heard what, and I've seen the videos that and the things that people been saying about him, which some of the stuff might have been true. But then again, this dude got something to prove. And I think he's coming to prove. He's coming to prove. He's coming to prove it. As a pass rusher, I just don't think nobody in the Big 12 gonna be able to block this dude coming off that end. especially on first and third down, because Coach Prime and Coach Livingston, the defense coordinator, they already said they're gonna play just about everybody that can play, and they're gonna be subbing in. And when you get subbed in, you got to give it all you got because you never know. You might not just make it back out there. Somebody could be just as good as you. Now, check this out. Last year, this dude had 39 tackles. He had 5 sacks and one forced fumble. No interception. All right? Check this out. My computer acting up. But like I say, BJ Green is original from the state I'm from. That's Georgia. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. Uh, his major is mechanical engineer. His high school that he went to is McKeachie. It's a good high school. Like I say, he's 6'1", 280 pounds. And I think this dude, he gonna be, he's gonna be dominant. He's gonna be dominant. All right. I got his stats up now. All right. In 2021, BJ Green had 6 solo tackles as a freshman, 2 assists, 8 tackles for a total loss, and 5 sacks. He had 5 sacks. 2022, 7 solo tackles, 6 assists, 13 tackles for loss. He had 3 sacks. 2023, he had 21 total solo tackles, 18 assists, 39 tackles for loss. And last year, he had a total of 7 sacks. BJ Green is going to be a problem with the motor that he's had. And if the defense coordinator, Robert Livingston, them use him right, I'm telling you, this guy going to have a chip on his shoulder already. We already know that. And this dude got the quickness and the speed to come off the end. He's physical, he's strong, and he's a good side defense end, pass rusher. Real good side. Like I say, I believe this dude is going to be a starter. I think going to have a major impact for Colorado this year. And I believe he will be a difference maker on that defensive side of the ball. It's something we didn't have, Colorado and Coach Brian didn't have last year. There was a pass rush. If this defensive end, the players, all of them, I mean, you got who else over there? Sam Ogalaka. Is Sam Ogalaka coming in and spare BJ Green to get his break, to give a rest? Man, it's still a plus for Colorado because last year we didn't have the depth. Now we got the depth for the rotation on these pass rushers. When you got a guy 6'1", 280 pounds, giving it all you got every snap, you know he's gonna get tired. So that's why it's important. That's why it was crucial that they bring in some depth on that defensive line, and they done that. They did that. They did that. And BJ Green is one of those players. I think gonna start, and he gonna have he gonna make a major impact on this team. He gonna make a major impact on this defensive side of the ball. He gonna do wonders for Coach Prime this year. When they did the player introduction, he introduced his name and said, "I don't talk that much." I said, "Man, who that dude there?" He said, "I don't do no talking." He all business. BJ Green is all business, y'all. If y'all don't mind, hit that like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe if you don't mind. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. You watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in on Saturday night. All right? All right. All right. I appreciate that. Like I said, so far, Lajante Wester, and number 2, I got BJ Green. Like I said, I think Lajante Wester gonna change the game on the offensive side of the football for Colorado this year. And on the defensive side, I think BJ Green got a chance to be a game changer for Colorado on the defensive side of the ball. This dude has got a motor, passer, and I think this guy is that dude. I think he's that dude. I think BJ Green is a stud on that defensive side of the ball. I was looking at the videos, looking at the reps when they was going one on one. They didn't have no answer. They didn't have no answer for BJ Green coming off that edge. I think Khalil Benson stopped him a couple of times, but the other time, that dude was, man, he was putting that pressure on, putting that pressure on. Now it's gonna be different when you put them pads on. So we got to wait and see. But right now, I'm looking at his mindset, the effort that he's putting in the drills. It's hot out there. No, he's tired. He's still giving it 100%, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I like that. I like that. Now, the third person, and it just most of them all on the defensive side of the ball, because I think that offensive side of the ball is locked down. I think it's already locked. I think it's locked. Now on the defensive side, these are the transfer that I think that's coming in, gonna start for Coach Prime this year. Yeah, these are the transfers. Come on, y'all. Get that like button. Hit that like button for me. Get it up. Get it up to 15 right now. I need 15 of y'all. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Hit that like button for me. Appreciate it. It'll drive my algorithm. It'll let people know that I'm on a Saturday night when they know I usually come on Sunday. If y'all don't mind, hit the like button for me. All right. Check this out. Now the third person on this team that I think they're gonna start, it's gonna be the other side of the defense. It's gonna be the defensive end once again, the pass rusher. That's what Colorado needs. Pass rusher to make that quarterback back there in the pocket get uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Want to make the quarterback uncomfortable. When you got BJ Green on the right side, the left side gonna be just important as the right side. The left side. All right. I got starting Dion Hayes, the defensive end from Pitt. Man, I'm telling you, once again, when you look at the tapes of him, because tapes don't lie, y'all. Look at the videos of him. And I ain't just talking about well off media and reach the people video. I'm talking about when he played at Pitt. Look at the tapes and the explosives this guy have coming off the line of scrimmage. Dion Hayes. A lot of what's up, Law? uh, Greg, good man. He good. I like Greg. But check this out. Dion Hayes. This guy has another motor. He got a motor in him too. Now it's gonna be different when the players put their pads on and go against other players, not just their own, not just what's up, Ron? What's up, Ron? Salute you too, my brother. Now, they just in the practice right now. They ain't got no pads on, but I be looking at the videos from their pads with their pads on, and I check them out, and I see how they motor are. Now, I have not watched each player play a whole full game. All right, I won't know until the season starts. So I'm just letting you know who I think got a chance to start for Colorado this year. And the third player that I'm talking about is Dion Hayes, the transfer from Pitt, the defensive end, right? I'm telling you, when you look at his size, he's 6'3", 275 pounds. 6'3", 275 pounds. And if you see him, and if you look at him, this dude got the size, he got the weight, and if you look at the way he come off the ball and the way he uses his hand, you can tell Warren Sapp is already working with these guys. B.J. Green, uh, Deion Hayes, Sam Oklahoma, all of them using that Sapp move. You can they getting back there. They getting back there. This dude is got a motor. At first, I thought Sam Oklahoma was gonna start, but when I keep watching videos of Deion Hayes, oh yeah, he gonna be the one. He gonna be the one. Then you got Sam Ogulaga gonna be substituting for either one of these guys, BJ Green or Dion Hayes. He gonna be the substitute. He the one who's gonna give these guys a break. Now, check this out. In the games and last year, I done pulled up the stats. I wish I was on my other app. I'm on the YouTube app. As I was on StreamYard, I can be able to pull this chart up so y'all can see it along with me. I don't want nobody to think I'm telling them. I will not lie to y'all. I promise that. All right. The first game of the season back in September, they played Wolford. He had 2 solo tackles, 2 assistants, a total of 5 tackles, right? Let's see how many sacks they say he had. He had 2 sacks. He had 2 sacks. All right. Against Cincinnati, he had 2 sacks. He had 1 assistant. He had a total of 4 tackles. And what else he had? That's all they show. All right. The third game against West Virginia. They got 0 all the way across the board. I guess he was injured or he didn't play that game. All right. All right. All right. He played at Pitt at the ACC conference. All right. Now we're finna get ready to look at some of his stats when he played against the ACC. All right, here we go. Starting with North Carolina. He didn't have no sacks. He had 2 tigers. He had 1 assist. All right. He played Virginia Tech. He had 2 sacks, 4 solo tigers, 6 assistant tigers. All right. Next game, next week. All these are ACC teams. He played Louisville. All right. 2 sacks. He had 1 solo tiger, and he had 3 assists. He played Wake Forest. Wake Forest, ACC team. I'm telling you, Dion Hayes got a motor, y'all. He had 2 sacks. This dude getting sacks every game, y'all. He got 3 assistants, and he got 5. What that 5 be? What that 5 mean? Okay, total for losses. All right, total. He had 5 total for losses against Wake Forest. All right, Notre Dame. They played Notre Dame. Here go the stat. He had 2 sacks. 2 sacks against Notre Dame. No solo tigers, but he had two tigers for loss. All right, check this out. Against Florida State. Florida State. This is the money game. Let's see what he did against Florida State. All right? They played Florida State back in November the 14th. All right, not too long ago. Ain't been a year. This is his stat. Hey, if y'all don't mind, get that like button up. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate it. Hit the like button for me. Get me up to 15. I'm at 9. Get me up to 15. All right, check this out. I'm on a Saturday night. Don't nobody know I'm here. The only way they'll know if y'all hit that like button. All right, check this out. All right, Florida State. Sacks. He had 0 sacks last year against Florida State. But he had 4 solo tigers, and he had 4 tigers for loss. That was pretty good against Florida State. Florida State went undefeated last year. Now, against Syracuse the next week, this is his money game. He big game. He had total. This dude went crazy in this game. He had a total of 6 sacks. 6 sacks against Syracuse. He didn't have no solo tigers, but he had 6 tigers for losses. Dominated. He dominated Syracuse. 6 sacks. 0 solo tigers, but 6 assistant tigers. 6 tigers for losses, excuse me. All right. The next week, in November the 16th, Boston College. 5 sacks. How you know it? What, 5 sacks? 5 sacks. He had 1 solo tiger, and he had 6 assistant tigers, and no tigers for losses. All right. The last game last year, November 25th, they played Duke. He had only two sacks, 3 solo tackles. No, I'm wrong with that. He had 3 assistants, and he had 5 tigers for loss. This dude put that work in last year for Pitt. They should have gave this dude the bag to keep him. They should have gave him the bag. They gonna miss Dion Hayes. They gonna miss this dude. Like I said, his best game was against Syracuse. He didn't get no sacks against Florida State. He did okay against Notre Dame. He did okay against Wake Forest. He didn't do that. He didn't do that good against North Carolina. Don't even look like he played in North Carolina. He did pretty good against Virginia Tech. All these ACC teams that he went up against, and now he playing in a big. Hey, what's going on, DC Music? What's going on? Now he playing in the Big 12. Like I say, this dude gonna cause a matchup problem. Especially is Anquan Barnes is playing that Tiger beside Dion Hayes. It's gonna be a major problem, and that comes to matchup. It's coming to matchup. You got BJ Green on your right, and you're gonna have Deion Hayes on your left, a pass rusher. Now, like I say, the importance of a defensive end and a pass rusher, to me, my opinion, you don't have to sack the quarterback. Your job primarily is put pressure on him, make him uncomfortable, make that quarterback has to step up in that pocket and throw that football when he don't want to. The same way Dominique was doing to the TCU quarterback when Travis was making them interception. The quarterback had pressure on him and he had to get rid of the ball and he had to throw the ball before he wanted to. And that's how Travis got one of those interceptions, throwing the ball, and plus Travis in a zone coverage, which I think that's going to be his strength. One on one is going to be his weakness because when you go up against a bigger wide receiver, they can body you up and push you around. But in a zone, Travis that dude because he do the film work. He studied. He know how to pick you off. He know where the ball's supposed to go on a certain play, and he outthinks the quarterback. He outthinks the quarterback. That's why I say Nebraska gonna have a problem when they play Colorado early part of the season because the quarterback is a freshman and he's going up against a pretty good defense. All these players on Colorado got playing experience somewhere. They ain't coming off the bench. They don't start it all last year. They just don't have the cohesive and the bonding together as a unit. And I don't think they're gonna have time for that. But as the season progress, that will happen. That's gonna happen. And that's why it's important. It's crucial. It's imperative that Colorado get off to a good start because the back end of their schedule is going to come their test. After they bye week, that's when the test come for Colorado. But they got to survive the first two games. They got to survive the first two games. Make a way somehow and win the first two games. And they off and running to that bye week. And these players, Lajante Wester, wide receiver, BJ Green, the defensive end, and Dion Hayes is going to be a key for Colorado to continue to survive the first part of the season because I'm projecting them to be the starters from that transfer portal roster that Coach Prime has brought in. Now, let's get to the fourth player that I think going to start for Colorado as a transfer. Let's get to the fourth person. I think it's going to be the linebacker, Naya Hill Green. I think he's going to be a starter for Colorado. I think he's going to be a starter for Colorado. He transferred in from Charlotte. He also played linebacker for Michigan. And the dude is a leader. He's a leader. And I think this dude is going to be the leader of the defense this year. He's going to be this leader of the defense this year. Naya Hill Green. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if y'all don't mind. I appreciate it if you do. Got 125 y'all tuning in. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel. Now, this linebacker is going to be the key. He's going to be the one that got to stir the crop. He got to be the one that put the band together. He got to be the leader, the spokesman, and everything. He got to bring everything to the table. He got to be able to read the offensive line to let him know if they running or passing, what gap to go into to stop the run. This middle linebacker got to be the communicator. He's the quarterback. He's the player that gonna have that earpiece in his helmet to be uh to have communication with Robert Levison, the defensive coordinator. It's gonna be this middle linebacker. Naya Hill Green. I think this dude is the man. I think he's the man. I think he's the guy. He's the guy. I think he's the best linebacker on Colorado this year. Now, I'm not saying he's the best linebacker in the country. I'm not saying he's the best linebacker in the Big 12 because I don't know all the linebackers. But I'm telling you, he's the best linebacker on Colorado. That's all I can let you know. Because the linebacker group that I saw last year, Bentley them, they just didn't cut it for the eye test or what I saw on film and what I saw in the game. Now, some of that play got to do with the defensive line. But now, since we got a good and a new defensive line that got playing experience, we got a good linebacker group. I think we got a good linebacker group this time. I like Johnny Chainsaw Chaney. I like him with Naya Hill Green. Them the two linebackers I would like to see starting and finishing the game. Them the two I them the two linebackers I want to feel at all times. Because I believe they are the real deal. They better than Bentley. They better than Trevor Wood. Now this Webster guy now. I think that's his name. Yeah. Now, I like him too. Jalen Webster. Webster. Oh, I like him too. I think he need to be in the rotation with those three guys. Those are the only three linebackers that I want to see on the field at that linebacker position. Unless it's somebody. Oh, JB. I like JB. I like JB. I like Jeremiah Brown too. Those four linebackers. But starting off, unless an injury or they get tired or what, I would like to see Johnny Chainsaw Chaney and Naya Hill Green at that linebacker position. And if they everything they advertise to be or what I don't saw them on videotape, they are legit. They are legit. Now it's gonna be interesting when they go up against Nebraska. I don't think that's the game I want to see. I just want to see Carter. I think they're gonna smoke North Dakota State. I'm gonna keep a buck with you. I ain't changing my mind. I ain't being disrespectful for them. I'm just letting you know. I think they gonna bum rush that team. I think they got too much talent for North Dakota State, a Missouri Valley football team. Too much talent, and their size too big. Size gonna be too big. So I'm gonna be looking forward to the Nebraska game. That's the measuring stick for Colorado. Even though Nebraska got a freshman quarterback, if he starts, but they also got another. The key thing is I'm gonna be looking at the coaches. Coach Prime against Matt Rule. It's gonna come down to some coaching. Somebody gotta do some coaching now in this game. And that's what you got to look at. Who gonna make the adjustments for their team at halftime when their team back up against the wall or trying to get a lead and trying to win the game? You're gonna be on saw their film of each person first game. You're gonna be in the game in the first half to see how each team gonna be playing. What are you gonna tell the message? What is your message gonna be to your coordinators, offense and defense coordinator to win this football game? What will your defense coordinator and your offense coordinator do to win the football game? Those are some things in a football game you look for your team to win. The players got to play, but the coaches got to also put the players in a position and call the right plays at the right time. If you don't done your film work, if you don't done your homework on the team to know what they like to do in this certain situation. Your head coach and your offensive coordinator got to be on the same page and relay that message to your offensive players and your defensive players. And that's how most coaches, Nick Saban, that's how Urban Meyer, Steve Spurrier, that's how those guys won so many football games because they knew they did their homework. They know They had good assistant positional coaches too. They had good coaches. Coach Ryan got some good coaches this year. And I'm sure Matt Rule is a good coach because he don't prove it before. And I'm sure he got some coaches on his team also. So which coaching staff gonna put their players in a position so they can win a football game? And that's what I'm gonna be looking for in this Nebraska game. They got the talent. The players got to play. They got to execute the play. But the coaches got to know when to dial it up and know when to dial it back. And that's why the new defensive coordinator got to be ready the first part of this season. He got to know when to dial it up. He got to know what players to put in, along with his positional coaches at certain times of the game. It depends on where they at on the football field and also who they playing. Down and distance. You hear Coach Brown always talking about telling his player, always watch the down and distance. You got to watch the down and distance. And you need certain players at that position when the other team got the ball or don't have the ball. You got to know how to attack your opponent. And that's the game I'm gonna be looking for. It's gonna let me know everything about Colorado this year when they play Nebraska. Because I saw Nebraska spring game. They don't look that bad. They don't look that bad. They don't look that bad. They look better than they did last year. And most of their players are coming back. As Matt Rule said, I think I watched the tape on Matt Rule Thursday video they just put out about 3 days ago. Nebraska put out a video about the things that going on in Nebraska. And he got some players. Their wide receiver group look good. Look good. Look good. Their quarterback, even though he's fresh, big dude. You ain't gonna better bring him. Now, I don't know if he's a running quarterback. You ain't gonna better bring him down on one on. Oh, no, this dude got the size. You got to hit him. That's why I like BJ Green. That's why I like Dion Hayes, Big Barnes in the middle, along with Shadoza in the middle. And that's why I like Naya Hill Green and Johnny Chainsaw Chaney at that linebacker. Because that quarterback other side that he want to run, these guys got the size, got the strength, they got the power to bring him down. Johnny Chainsaw Chaney, he don't mind putting them pads on. Go look at the video. Even though he played at the HBCU, FAMU, this guy will bring the smoke to you. He will. Look at the video. Now I know North Dakota State and Nebraska got some players that they don't got from the transfer portal. That they got some players that gonna come out and do the same thing to Colorado, or at least try. It's a football game. It's about competition. Who got the will and who got that want to. Colorado got some want to this year on their team. Last year, they didn't have that want to. This year, they got that want to players. They got some players that got that want to. BJ Green, Deion Hayes, and Naya Hill Green going to be starting for Colorado this year, starting that first game. My opinion, don't mean it's going to happen. I'm just letting you know who I think they got a chance to start. Now, this last player that I think they're going to start, and he gonna be the difference maker. He gonna be the difference maker, especially in the second half of Colorado's schedule. Now, he gonna start, but they ain't gonna need him this first half. Mm-mm. They're not gonna need this dude until the third game against Colorado State. Like I said, he gonna start the first, he gonna start the second game, and he gonna start the third game. And that's what he gonna need to show up. This last player, the fifth player, and he's a cornerback. He's a defensive back that I think on Colorado from the transfer portal they're going to start for Colorado. The opposite side cornerback of Travis Hunter. That's what I've been waiting on to see. That's who going to play that opposite side cornerback of Travis Hunter. That's what I want to see. That's all I want. And I don't saw it. I saw it. It only took me 2 videos to see who's going to come out on top. I watch the videos of where he transferred from, and I watch the videos in the one-on-one. And that let me know right there who gonna start on this Colorado defensive back opposite sides of Travis Hunt. Once again, want to thank y'all before I let you know my last player. Appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. You watching Sports Talk with BWattsEnt Entertainment. If you don't mind, hit that like button for me. I got 14 likes so far. Take me up to 25 if you don't mind. I appreciate it if you do. Thank y'all for tuning in. And if you're watching the replay, always hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And also drop a comment in the comment section below. Appreciate it if you do. Hey, if you have a business and if you would like to be a partnership with me and sponsor and advertise during my broadcast, hey, all you got to do is just let me know. Send me a message. cbwatts1 at aol.com is my email. Or you can drop me a comment in the comment section and I'll get back to you about sponsorship and advertising during my broadcast. I appreciate it if you do. All right. All right. Now, Colorado, top 5 starters that going to start for Colorado. These the players that transfer in that I think that's going to make an impact. I gave you Lajante Wester, the best wide receiver or as a slot wide receiver on the football team and in the Big 12 and me personally in college football. Lajante Wester. I think he's going to lead Colorado in reception yard this year. He's going to be Shadul, number 2, the quarterback, favorite wide receiver this year. He's going to be that blanket, security blanket for Shadul. Short, third and short, they're going to be looking for LaJonte if they throw the ball. If they throw the ball. I prefer them to run the ball on third and short, but if they throw the ball, he's going to be looking for Lajante Wester. All right? The second player, BJ Green. BJ Green, the transfer from Arizona State, is going to be a dog. We like to use that word. We got it from Coach Prime. I did personally. We're going to use that word tonight. He's going to be the dog. He's going to be the pass rusher. He's going to be the one that put that pressure on that right side, on the blind side of the quarterback for Colorado this year. He's going to be the one. He's going to set the tempo. He's going to set the standards. And he's going to be the player that have put the fear in the opposite quarterback this year. BJ Green. He got a point to prove. He done saw the videos. He done heard all the comments that people are saying about him, that he give up on plays, and some of the videos justify what they said. We saw that. We all said it. So now, as a competitor, as a football player, trying to get to the next level, and the coaching staff, I'm sure they don't told him about that. I promise you, BJ Green is coming to. He coming to disrupt the offensive side of the ball for the opposition team. He is. All right, now check this out. Dion Hayes, another defensive end on the strong side. It's important. He got the size, he got the quickness, he toughness, and he's a transfer from Pitt. This dude got playing experience. He is a playmaker for Colorado. He was a playmaker for Pitt, and I think he's going to be a playmaker for Colorado. And I think they're going to choose him to be the starter for Colorado this year over Sam Ogallala. But Sam Ogallala from Pitt also going to get a lot of playing time because he's going to be in that rotation. He's going to be in that rotation. As long as Shadozi got that Miller, Shane Coates, along with Barnes and Quinn Barnes, the transfer from Alabama. If they tie up that Miller and take on those 2 blocks, it going to free up one of those ends in a one-on-one position. In a one-on-one, it going to free them up. It's going to free them up. It's going to free them up. Now, the linebacker group, I love it. I love what Colorado did. I don't know how Coach Prime got Naya Hill Green. I don't know how. But hey, I give my accolade. I don't know how to, I don't know what it took to get him, but they got a one. And I understand how they got Johnny Chainsaw Chain. I heard Naya Hill Green say he just want to be on the bigger stage. He want to get noticed, and he know he got the game and the leadership, but he just want to get noticed. Well, he came to the right place to get noticed. If he go out and do what he's supposed to do, he gonna get noticed. Because one thing Coach Prime will do, he bring attention to his football team, and he in the right spot if he want to get noticed. Now, this last player This last player is going to determine how far Colorado goes because the quarterbacks of the other team is not going to throw to Travis Hunter's side. I'm telling you, they're just not. Majority of the teams, the majority of the teams, the majority of the teams is that they're going to throw to the opposite side of Travis Hunter. So now the key is who gonna start over there, the opposite side of Travis Hunter. I got 10 minutes left. I check this out. The player that I think they're gonna start is it ain't Preston Hodge. Preston Hodge gonna be in that slot. He gonna be the nickelback. All right. It ain't gonna be DJ McKinney. Even though DJ McKinney a transfer from Oklahoma State. Even though Coach Prime said he got NFL talent. Even though Coach Prime during the spring coached him up and liked him and boosted his confidence up, it ain't gonna be him that's starting, y'all. It's just not. He's good. He gonna get some playing time. But I'm telling you, the player that gonna start at that defensive cornerback, the opposite side of Travis Hunter, his name is Colton Hood, the transfer from Auburn. This guy, this guy know how to use his hand, and he got excellent footwork. I'm not even talking about the one-on-one because in the one-on-ones that I saw, the quarterback was throwing the ball behind the receiver. And Colton Hood, he did what he supposed to do. He knocked the ball down. Now, I don't know who was throwing the ball, but some of them plays that he was throwing, the ball was behind. But Colton Hood did what he supposed to do. He slapped the ball out of the receiver's hand 3 times. And even though Amarion Miller pushed him off, the dude had bag on speed to catch up. That tell me right there that one should do a throwing the ball. I already know that. That's somebody else throwing the ball. The timing was off. He was late with the ball. But I went back and looked at the videos of Colton Hood at Auburn. I called my boy. I called my boy and I texted him. Matter of fact, he gonna be on my show tomorrow night. Yeah, he gonna be on my show tomorrow night with me and Rod the Man meet on 3. Philip Dukes. He'll be my special guest tomorrow night, and he's gonna be on the show. I asked him because Dukes went to Auburn. He stayed in Atlanta. He covered the Colton brothers. I said, man, I keep looking at the videos, but I don't see the real what I need to see. He told me what to do. I went and looked at the videos of Colton Hood as a freshman at Auburn. This dude just might be better than Travis Hunter at defensive back. I wish I'm man, I wish I was on screen. I would show you the video of how this dude practiced and how he played in games. Now, this dude was projected to start for Auburn as a defensive back this year. Auburn sent 2 guys from the defensive back, cornerback to the NFL in this past draft. He was the 3rd defensive back last year. He was guaranteed to start this year. And I said, why did he leave Auburn, the SEC, to come to Colorado then? It was simple. Philip Hood gave me a simple answer. He said he wants to be with his family. How many times you get a chance to play with your brother in sports and on the college football team? He wanted to play with Brandon. And Brandon had told him he going to Colorado, and he decided right then and there, well, I'm going with you too, bro. He made a sacrifice to leave Auburn as a starter to come to play with his brother at Coach Prime and Colorado. This guy is going to be the starting cornerback for Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. And in that Colorado State game. This is the guy that gonna match up one-on-one with number 14 of that wide receiver group. It ain't gonna be Travis. It's gonna be this dude right here, Colton Hood. Colton Hood is a bona fide lockdown cornerback. You heard it right here by Bernard Watt on Sports Talk. You might disagree now, but as the season go along, now this is the cornerback also gonna take on Nebraska wide receiver. Oh, he gonna lock him down. Colton Hood, Colton Hood gonna be the number one cornerback, defensive back for Colorado. And he gonna be the one to take on Nebraska number one wide receiver and Colorado State wide receiver, number 14. This is the lock. I'm saying it right now. Colton Hood is a lockdown cornerback. He's a better cornerback right now. From what I don't see on film on one-on-one, he's just as good as Travis Hunter. Not as good, but he got the size, he got the quickness. This dude know how to get the hands, he know how to come out the break, he know how to read the quarterback, he know how to read the ball, he attack the ball. This dude ain't scared. This dude is a legit, and he will come up and pop you. He ain't scared to put them shoulder pads on, and that's what stood out on the table. That's what stood out on the tape of his past performance at Auburn. Colton Hood, go ahead and go over YouTube and man, I wish I was on StreamYard. I can show you the video. This dude is a legit bona fide defensive cornerback. He's a legit bona fide defensive cornerback. And this dude gonna make some headway for Colorado this year. That's my prediction. I think he's gonna be the opposite side cornerback of Travis Arnold. You're gonna have Colton Hood on the left. You're gonna have Travis Hunter on the right, and in the slot, Preston Hart. Preston Hart is a transfer from Liberty. And DJ McKinney gonna be in the rotation with all three of those guys. So if they go for a while, you're gonna be seeing DJ McKinney or you might see Stoudemire. Yeah, can't forget back there in that safety position. Now, I think Stoudemire gonna be that safety because I think Shiloh gonna be out. Look like Shiloh gonna be out because I ain't been seeing Shiloh participate in no drills or no nothing. When they show on the camera, he just talking. So it's something to that. Shiloh don't have surgery. They might not put it out. Has said Stoudemire Carter. He gonna be back there in that safety. He gonna win that safety position. He gonna win. He gonna win that safety. That's why I'm putting my bet on that. So now at the cornerback in that rotation, it's gonna be DJ McKinnon, Preston Hart, and Colton Hood. But Colton Hood is gonna start on the opposite side, cornerback of Travis Hunter. I just gave you my total my five starters from the transfer portal that gonna start for Coach Prime in Colorado. That's Lajante Wester, which was an easy one. I don't talk about him in the past. BJ Green, he gonna start on that defensive end, the pass rusher. Dion Hayes gonna start on the opposite end of him on the strong side, and that linebacker position, which is a key position, which is gonna be the leader of the defense for Coach Prime, Nia Hill Green. He's gonna be the signal caller. He's gonna be the quarterback for the defense coming up this year. Coach Prime got a winner in this dude right here. I'm telling you, he's a winner. This dude going. I'm not saying he's going to be the best linebacker in college football. He may not be the best linebacker in the Big 12, but he's the best linebacker for Coach Prime and Colorado. I can guarantee you that. And that ain't saying much, I know, but still, this dude is a legit linebacker. Legit linebacker. If you disagree, you ain't watching the films I'm watching. You ain't watching the technique that I'm watching. You ain't looking at how he read the offense the way I'm watching. You ain't looking at how he attack a gap or a B gap in the run. You just ain't looking at that. Then you ain't seeing the same thing for his eyes more than what we see on film. So when I look at Nia Hill Green, he bring all that to the table. He can cover a running back out of the backfield, and he can cover a tight end. Everything, all of that is on tape. It's on tape. All of it is on tape. It's on tape. Hey, I gave you my top 5. Once again, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel. It don't cost you nothing. I appreciate each and one of you for doing that. And also in the past, I think a lot of people, especially Mike and East Coast Cast, I forgot to tell y'all, appreciate y'all on the super chat. I forgot to tell you, I appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, but man, hey, appreciate y'all. Once again, I'm telling you, these are the top 5 players that I think gonna start for Colorado. Now, it's some more players got honorable mention on the list also. They got a good chance of starting. But I just think Lajante Wester is that guy. Once again, he's that guy, y'all. BJ Green got a chip on his shoulder. He coming in, got something to prove, and he want to do it. This dude really could have went to the NFL last year. BJ Green at Arizona State. I'm not saying he would have got drafted first, second, or third round, but he would have got drafted. But he decided to come back one more year. And I think he was going to Washington, but the Washington coach went to Alabama, so that made him come on to Colorado because Coach Prime and him had a relationship, and he played for Coach Prime at his youth football league. So that's a steal. That's a steal. You got BJ Green to come with you to know what you had last year wasn't good enough because Colorado just couldn't put the pressure on a quarterback consistently throughout the game. But now they can do that with BJ Green, Dion Hayes, Sam Ogullah. They can do that. And the linebacker group with Hill Green, Johnny Chainsaw Chaney, JB, Jeremiah Brown. Yeah, that linebacker group is strong now. It's strong. And then when you look at the cornerback position, Colton Hood is that dude. He's that dude. He's the one. Go look at him when he played at Auburn. This guy is the one. Go look at him when he played against Alabama. It's on tape. Look at him when he played against Georgia. Colton Hood is that guy. He's that guy. He's that guy. Also, you got Preston Hards looking good in the practice, looking good in the spring practice. Preston Hard is another guy on the way to be that guy. Every time you turn on the TV, Preston Hard got an interception. He got an interception. He's a ball hawker. If your quarterback ain't accurate, Preston Hard gonna pick him off. Let me say that again, just in case y'all missed me. Hey, I got 130 people tuned in right now. Y'all hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. It don't cost you that. It don't cost you that, no, yeah. But check this out. Preston Hard, every time you turn on the film, uh, reach the people, or well off media, Preston Hard got a interception. He gonna have one a day. If your quarterback ain't accurate, if your quarterback is in a hurry, and you throw it his way, he's a ball hawker, y'all. He come and get that ball. He's come to get that ball. He's coming to get that ball. Christoph Swenson said, who's the quarterback of the linebacker room? It's going to be Nia Hill Green, the transfer from Michigan and Shaw. I think last year was Bentley. This year, I think this guy, Nia Hill Green, gonna be the quarterback of the linebacker room. He's gonna be the quarterback of the linebacker. Yeah, he's the best linebacker on the team. He bringing leadership. He bringing physicality. He bringing intelligence. He's smart. This guy is that guy. He's that guy. Looking forward. Looking forward to seeing him play with the pads on and go up against real live competition, people other than his teammates. Want to see how he gonna respond to resistance from the other teams that they getting ready to play. Not only just him, the whole team really. Colorado got some good players. They got some decent players. They got some good players. They got some decent players. If this offensive line go out and block, like I think they're capable of doing, they don't have to be a top 5, a top 10 offensive line. They ain't got to be a top 20 offensive line in the country. They can be a top what? Top 50. If they are top 50 offensive line, they're gonna win the Big 12. If Colorado got a top 50 offensive line in NCAA college football, Coach Prime in Colorado gonna win Big 12. Top 50 offensive line. They ain't got to be perfect. They can give up a sack. They just can't give up many they did last year. They can give up a sack every now and then. Just can't give up now every play like they did last year. They got to protect too. And they got to establish a running game. If they do all that, Colorado gonna win the Big 12. Now, there's some teams out there gonna challenge them. There's a team out there gonna push them to the limit. When they get in a tight game, I'm gonna be looking at the coaches there. I'm gonna be looking at the offense coordinator and I'm gonna be looking at the defense coordinator when they get in a tight game in the fourth quarter. What decision are they gonna make during the football game? What decision by personnel and formation that you look for in a football game? And all that gonna go on the offense coordinator, defense coordinator, and the whole head coach, Coach Prime. That's what we're looking at this year. Uh, yeah, that's what decided the football game late in the fourth quarter when the game is close. Colorado gonna be in some close games a couple of times, maybe 3 or 4, 5 or 6. They're gonna be in some close games, and it's gonna come down to coaching and scheming. Will the defense coordinator be able to react? It's different from NFL. College football run a play every 20 to 25 seconds. Will the defense coordinator, which I think he's smart enough to do, to call a play every 10, every 10 to 15 seconds. Can he get that play out there to his defense at time? And can the coaches, his assistant coaches, make the substitution and all of them be on the right page at the same time? That's the small stuff, but it's major in a college football game because they have never done it before. They never done it before. Warren Sapp ain't never done it before in college football. Not coach. We're finna see. Damian Lewis, not done it before. Robert Levinson ain't done it before. So I got to see how they gonna make adjustment during the football game. We know they got the talent. Oh, they got the talent. You ain't got to worry about that. But in a close game, in a crucial game, will they be able to make those decisions? Me personally, I think they're gonna be. I think Robert Levinson is that dude for the coordinator side. I think he's gonna rise to the occasion. I think he's the key and how far Coach Prime them go. Player of the year in Kansas. I think he gonna determine if they gonna win the Big 12 or not. If he make the right plays and make the right call and put the players in the right position, they gonna win. And he gonna be the reason, one of the reasons why. Because it's on the defense. If they win the Big 12, it's on the defense. Offense gonna be all right. If this defense can hold their opponents to 17 points or less, Colorado gonna be in every game. They should win every game because they got a potent offense. I believe this year. If they go out and if you look at Colorado last year, the first 3 games, the way they were moving the ball and scoring, if Colorado got that and they got way better players this time, they go out there and perform and score those many points a game. Do you really think anybody on this schedule that they getting ready to play gonna be able to check that? If you honest, if you really honest with yourself. Like I said, the game that I'm gonna be looking for, it gonna tell me everything I need to know when they play Nebraska on the road in their second game of the season. How much preparation and all the players are prepared in their second game after their first game. They're gonna tell us everything we need to know. Are we gonna win by a lot? Or are we gonna win by a close game? We're gonna win the game, but it's just gonna tell me about the coaching staff and the players. Are they prepared? Are the coaching staff making adjustment? And it's gonna come a time in a game that Coach Prime might be one or two times they're gonna have to make a game time decision for his team to win or put them in position to win. And that's gonna let you know what kind of leadership you got on your team. And that also gonna let you know what kind of season you can prepare yourself for this Nebraska game. My opinion. North Dakota State should be a cakewalk. Should be over by third quarter. If you're pushing me, I should say halftime. But I'm gonna give you the third quarter to get this game over with. Go out and dominate North Dakota State from the jump. Don't play with them. Put the ball in Shadour's hand. Go on and let him do what he got to do. Get it over with and be healthy. All your starters are out of the game by the third quarter, so uh your second unit can be in the game. Go on, get it over with. Go on and cause a turnover. Go on and cause whatever you got to cause to put your team in a position to win early in a football game. Go and get it over with and start dialing in and start being focused for the second game, Nebraska. Because that's going to be your test. That's going to be the test. The physicality part of the football game is going to be Colorado test with Nebraska. Are you physical enough to handle somebody your same size, somebody in your same skill set, and level up to you in football terms? Coaching, players, and everything. That's your measuring stick, Nebraska. Matt Rule want to beat Coach Prime this year. He want to. He wanted to beat him last year, but it just couldn't happen. Now, Colorado got off to a slow start against Nebraska last year, but they end up catching up because Nebraska quarterback kept fumbling the ball. They just couldn't hold on to the ball. There's a reason why they couldn't hold on that ball too. They were popping it. They were they were tearing the tail up out there. So that's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for from Colorado this year. And it's gonna start with Nebraska. The physicality and the speed of the football team. The physicality and the speed of the football team. That gonna let me know how well Colorado will be this year in the Nebraska game. Look for speed and physicality. Look for the trenches and on the defensive line and the cornerbacks. I already know what you got at wide receiver. I want to see what your offensive line gonna look like in a run blocking scheme and how your running back gonna tote that football. If that offensive line do what they supposed to do, it don't matter who run the ball because they're gonna be successful. Will your offensive line foul on the ball? Will you give your offensive line a chance to run the football, to foul on the ball? That's Pat Sherman's job and Coach Prime's job. Will you concentrate and depend on the running game, or are you going to use the running game to set up the pass? What's going to be your identification of your football team? Will it be fast, tough, running football team, or will it be a air raid team? Them are the questions we got to see how this game, how this season going to turn out. It might be a come a time for you to air it out, but it might also come a time if you get that lead like you had last year, 29, 27, 21-point lead, do you have confidence in your offensive line and running back and running game to close the job, to get the job done, to close the game? Because that clock can be your best friend, and that clock can also be your enemy if you don't call the right plays at the right time. If you don't call the right plays at the right time, it can be your enemy. Or if you do, it can be your best friend. It can get you some wins. If you trust your offensive line, if they physical, dominant, and powerful, they can run the football. If they can win their one-on-one matches up front, Khalil Benson, Tyler Johnson, and who else over there? Tyler Brown, Jordan C. If they can win their one-on-one and do what they supposed to do, and have their whatever blocking scheme the offense line and the offense coordinator got going on, if they know their assignment and do their assignment, Colorado gonna win a lot of games this year. They're gonna win a lot of games. Good did last year. They just didn't have the assignment down. They weren't tough enough up front. What's up, Landon Curtis? Say, famous coach once said there is no such thing as a perfect play. Only perfect players running the play. All right. But like I say, they got to get that running game going. Colorado established that running game. It definitely gonna open up the passing game. Even more. Even more. Offensive line is big. The question is, are they tough enough? Are they physical enough against another team defensive front that is physical and fast and powerful also? Not against your own players, which your defensive player that you have this year, it should be making you better this year because Colorado defensive front is legit. If they can block those guys, I'm telling you, they're gonna be able to block majority of the players on this schedule they get ready to play. Because Colorado defensive front, they're gonna surprise the people this year. That new guy that came in, uh, to quick what his name? To Keefler, man, this dude got a motor too. To keep what his name? To Keefler Thomas. I messed up his name, y'all. I don't know how to pronounce T. Thomas. The transfer in this guy, boy. If he get it, yeah, that's it right there. Appreciate it, Curtis. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, sir. That had the right piece of last year. Last year, some of those guys would beat that bird. He said, boy, you crazy. So they would beat that bird. Man, I saw a picture that Greg said it put up. Man, it like they was blocking. If you go on YouTube, Greg said it put up a picture, man. It looked like Colorado and Line were blocking their own self. I said, what kind of boy? That's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Football crazy, man. So, like I say, man, they got the depth. They got the depth. Colorado got the depth. They got the pieces. They got the players. It's gonna be up. Look like Spider Man. Yeah, it sure did, Landon Curtis. It sure did, man. Subscribe to my channel, Landon, if you haven't so far, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate your feedback, bro. Subscribe to my channel. Well, I ain't never heard nobody subscribe that like that. Hit that like button for me, y'all. But like I say, they got the pieces this year. It's gonna be depends on the coaching staff, the offense coordinator, Pat Sherman. He got something to prove, and I'm sure he's trying to get back to the league, the NFL. And if he does good with this offense, and it looked like he went on record, he went on video to say he's in a better mood now. He's never been this happy because he know he got some talented guys to work with. If he does good, some NFL team gonna call Pat Sherman back to the NFL. I promise. If Colorado wins, man, it's money season time for him. Everything gonna open up for him. All opportunities gonna come from each one of these guys on Colorado, the players and the coaches. All they got to do is go out and win. If they win the Big 12, all kind of opportunities gonna come up for Pat Sherman. Not only Pat Sherman, the defensive coordinator to Robert Left. He gonna get another high powerful defensive coordinator job in college. They're gonna pay him more, or he gonna go back to the NFL as a defensive coordinator. That's what's gonna happen. If this defense does good and Colorado win, Robert Levingston, remember that name is gonna be the hottest name. If this defense go out and dominate like they supposed to, and I think they will, he's gonna be a hot ticket. But yet it haven't been proven, so we got to wait and see. But I'm telling you, if it go out and happen, and Colorado win 10-2, 11-1, 9-3, just win their conference, Robert Levingston's gonna get a head coaching job in college, or he gonna get a defense coordinator job in the NFL. Because if they win, it's gonna be because of defense. Even though Colorado, Coach Brown and his recruiting staff brought in good players, you got to be able to coach them up and put them in a position so they can be successful and succeed on the football field. And that's Robert Levingston's job right now as a defensive coordinator. He got the players, he got the tools. Now he just got to go out and put a scheme together at their best to showcase their best and let them perform at a high level. He gonna be the man. Coach Prime gonna reap the benefit, but this guy gonna be the man. This guy gonna be the man because we already know the quote unquote media and the bloggers, they ain't gonna give Coach Prime the credit, which he should, because this is his team. He's the CEO of this team. But they gonna move the goalposts on and say, hey, y'all only won because of Robert Left, the defense coordinator. But that's the purpose of hiring a defense coordinator to make sure he know what he's doing to help you win some football games. You think Nick Saban did that all the coaching? No, he hired some of the best defense coordinator and offense coordinator to help him win. I agree. Defense win championship. Yep, defense win championship, Curtis. That offense win games, look pretty, and keep you in the game. But a defense, a bona fide, lockdown, tough defense, win you some games and then win you a Big 12 championship. You got to be stingy out there. Defense alignment got to have that want to, as Coach Dre said. They got to have that want to. And if they got that want to, and if they some real dogs like they say they are, and go out there every play and game for game, and go out there and stay healthy and stay good standing off the field, leave that alcohol and cigarettes alone, and that weed alone, and just put football first. Like Coach Prime said, hey, keep the main thing the main thing. Colorado gonna be in a lot of games. A lot of games. They're gonna be in a lot of games. I don't see no team getting blown them out. And if that happens, I'll be shocked if Coach Prime don't get blown out again. I'll be really shocked. They got too much talent on this team this year. If you look at their work there, cause Coach Moore, boy, he put them through the ring. Coach Moore, he put them through the ring. I was watching Nebraska workouts. I was watching Georgia workout. I even watched Michigan workout. They ain't doing nothing. They doing some of the stuff that Coach Mo and Colorado doing, but they ain't doing majority of the stuff they doing. Go check out their workout. If they don't post them up, I watched Nebraska last night, and I watched Georgia yesterday. They ain't putting them nothing through what Coach Mo got going on. Now, Coach Mo, he came from the University of Georgia. Him and his staff, they came from the University of Georgia. Look like they brought some of their stuff. 'Cause I was looking at Georgia. I said, that look familiar. Yeah, they doing what Colorado doing. And Coach Mo came from Georgia. So that's what I've been looking at, man. I'm telling you, Coach Mo getting ready. He getting ready. He getting them ready. He getting them ready. So this is gonna be an interesting year. I think Colorado, the first part of the season on their schedule, they need to run the tables. They need to run the tape. It's set up for them. It's set up for them until that bye. Now after the bye, they got to be healthy. That's why it's going to be crucial that they training staff be on their game, that they training staff know what they're doing, that they training and nutrition staff are able to adapt to what's getting ready to come. Because football is physical, injury happen, and the recovery time is short. And that's why I like the depth on the team. Cause like when something happens, they can plug and play. They can plug and play. And that's the route Coach Prime went. Instead of going through the high school, trying to coach them up, build them up, he got some players that can step right in because they don't have playing experience because Coach Prime want to win. He want to win this year. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It just because he didn't do it the traditional way doesn't mean it can't be done. It has been done. It has been done. A lot of people saying, how can a head coach go from a one win season and win 4 games, and now from 4 games to jump to 10 games? My answer to that, it has been done before. Even though you keep saying it haven't been done before. But I'm letting you know it has been done before. 1990. I watched my favorite football team and my favorite head college football coach of all time. He played for Duke as a quarterback and was a Heisman Trophy winner. Duke hired him as a head coach. Florida head coach was struggling. So the Florida head coach, DA, went and hired Duke head coach to come and be their head coach. And you already know who he is. Steve Spurrier, first 2 seasons at Florida, he won the SEC championship. It has been done before. Steve Spurrier did it. Why can't Coach Prime do it? Why he can't do it? You the one who keeps saying it ain't been done before. We ain't never seen before. Maybe you weren't born when I was born, but I don't seen it done before. Steve Spurrier did. He did it in 1990, his first year, and he came back his second year and won the SEC championship. It's right there on the internet. I seen it for myself. I saw it for myself. So when I hear people on YouTube and on Twitter say, man, we ain't never seen that before, I be saying, boy, they let anybody just come up on their platform and spread lies and bad talk and venom and just let them get away with it without fact checking. Without fact checking. Now, what if you like Coach Prime as a don't like him as a person or a coach? That's your personal problem. But don't go up there and say you ain't never done it before. Man, I be saying, what? I guess, man. Hey, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, man, I thank y'all for rocking with me tonight. I appreciate you on a Saturday night. Don't forget, tomorrow night, I got On 3, Phil Dukes of On 3. He going to be my special guest tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. along with Rob the Man Median and the legendary Coach Dre. It's going to be I'm telling you, a banger broadcast. Make sure you have registered. I want to thank all my friends over there on LinkedIn. Over 100 people already registered to tune in. Uh, got NFL players. Got Shannon Sharp, Sterling Sharp. I saw where he registered yesterday. Appreciate him. We got former, retired NFL players have registered to tune in tomorrow. I'm telling you, we're going to be looking at Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes and 5 games on their schedule. They're going to tip and tell us if Coach Prime and Colorado gonna win the Big 12. And also, we're gonna look at five five more games in college football that gonna shape the playoff in college football next year. I'm telling you, we're talking about University of Georgia. We're gonna be looking at the Michigan, Florida State, Ohio State. Man, we're gonna cover everything about college football tomorrow night with uh on 3 Philip Dukes, Rod the Man Beatty, and the legendary himself, Coach Dre. You don't want to miss this show tomorrow night. at 8 o'clock p.m. And the broadcast will be sponsored by Ameris Bank. We want to appreciate them for doing what they do every Sunday for the whole month of June. I appreciate them for doing that. But once again, hey, tune in tomorrow night. Come on along and be my special guest. And we got rapid fire. I got some questions for these guys, and I'm gonna put them to the fight tomorrow night. All right. Hey, once again, I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with your boy. It's been a pleasure doing this broadcast, doing this show. Like I said, I'm trying to get the broadcast on Spectrum. I got a couple things that I got to do, and I'm working on getting that, and it's gonna be on Spectrum in the state of Florida, in the state of Georgia, and in Colorado. I'm working on that. I guarantee by the games, when the game starts, at least by the third game, I should be there. I really should. All right. But hey, once again, this show would not be possible without you. If you here, you hit that like button, you subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. The ones who leaving a comment. And even if you don't say nothing in the comment, just you let me know that you're here to hear me on a regular basis. Man, you just don't know how that make me feel. You're a part of me, and I hope I'm part of you. We all family. We're here talking about Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. What if you think they're gonna win or not? I just appreciate each and one of you for stopping by to hear what I gotta say. Once again, you have a good night, have a good weekend, and always remember, if you be good to God, God will be good to you. May God continue to bless you as well as your entire family, spiritually, educational, and financially, that you may be the person and that your family may be the family that God wants to be. Once again, good night, and thank you for watching Sports Talk with BWattsEnt. Y'all be blessed.